Second and 6. Counter play with Jacobs. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Now they'll throw with Carr. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Carr to throw for it on fourth down. All looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Off of play action, here's Smith. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action. Now it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go with Jacobs. And some room to maneuver. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
What now?
Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 82 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Carr. The throw taken in by Cole. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Back to the 10 and goal here. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw his Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. Touchdown Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Jacobs going to try the middle. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. Second down, Jacobs once more. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
93.
Now Carr. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And he's going to be out of bounds right around the line of scrimmage. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
69, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 120 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. And he is going to lose yardage here. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Carr now to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. 30. Past the 20. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, they were in a great position to take it. It was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Geno Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.